today my journey begins with team training. What exactly is team training? Team training is a group or an organization whose motto is together we train to beat cancer. It's a group of individuals much like me and you who dedicate themselves to raising money for leukemia and lymphoma. They can train for months and compete in biking events and hiking events and marathons and triathlons all across this country. And in exchange for training and support, they raise money to help find cures for many types of blood cancers, including leukemia, which is the #1 disease killer in children.
I know that I'm married because I am down on my knees and waiting for something beautiful.
There is an estimated 957,000 people in the U.S. who are either currently living with or in remission from one of these types of blood cancers. And an estimated 40,000 people each year will be diagnosed with leukemia. So how did I get involved in team and training? You know, it's funny, I believe that just about everyone in the world, or the majority of the people in the world, want to feel like they've made a difference, or an impact on those or the people that are around. Not necessarily on some large, grander scale, but just maybe they have influenced or helped someone or one person's life for the better. You know, I consider myself to be a very blessed and fortunate. The day that I wake up, I have the opportunity to help people, whether it's at work, at the hospital, in the emergency department where I work full time, or riding down the street with my volunteer fire station, answering calls at a brochure that my brother-in-law had, and it had the word "psyched" written in all caps, and it had this runner on it, and this swimmer, and this biker, and these bright purple spandex suits, and it definitely, me being a sports lover, attracted my attention. So I began looking through it and looking over it and seeing what it was all about. And I began thinking to myself, you know what, I could do that. I could run a triathlon or participate in a triathlon, or I could run a marathon or a half marathon, or do a 100-mile bike ride, or do a hike like that. And I think I'm fit enough where I could get myself in shape enough to do that. And then I remembered that I actually hate running. Like I really, really hate running. I only do it out of necessity and really look for every excuse not to go. It's cold outside, or it's raining, or I don't have my headphones, or there's snow on the ground. I mean, you name it, I've looked for the excuse why not to go running. And so I was like, maybe this isn't for me. And as I continued to look through it, I really got to see, through the brochure, I really got to see what team and training was all about. And I realized it's really not about the swimming or the biking or the hiking or all those different sports events. It's really so much bigger than that, and so much more about it, and more than that. It's about these individuals or these people that come together. Many of them are complete strangers, and they come together and they train for months and months and months and for this, to participate in this event and to help raise money for this cure. And many of them are in no kind of physical shape, and they make this huge commitment to something that is bigger than themselves. And just the thought or the concept of the idea of that just completely amazed me. And I was like, you know what, this is something I need to be a part of. This is something that I need to get involved in. It was like almost like a match made in heaven for me. I was looking for something bigger than me to get involved in, and this stumbled across my way. What does the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society exactly mean personally to me? You know, it wasn't until after I signed up that I realized how much my family personally has been affected by cancer. I lost a grandfather at an early age on my mother's side to cancer. He was in his early 60s, and my grandmother on my father's side is a 3-time cancer survivor, and my uncle as well is a cancer survivor. And I didn't really take the time to think about it, but cancer is a big part of my family and has affected my family in a big way. And truth to be told, I honestly don't really know anyone personally who has leukemia or Hodgkin's lymphoma or one of these types of blood cancers, but I don't think it really matters if I do or not, because it's not just about finding a cure for cancer that has affected my family personally, but it's about finding a cure for all different types of cancer. So what do I need from you guys? Well, of course I need your support. I need your prayers, and I need your donations, of course. I have signed up to do my first ever triathlon on May 12th. I know it's going to be a difficult event. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be hard. Probably one of the most physically challenging things I've ever embarked on, but it's also probably going to be one of the most rewarding things that I've ever one of the most rewarding things that I'll ever accomplish. All the donations that are made towards me or made in my account go straight to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. My goal personally is to raise $2,000 for this event, and anything that you can give, I would greatly appreciate it, and it would be such a blessing to me. But just as much as your financial donations are appreciated, your support in general is just, thank you so much already for your support and for your time in watching this video. And once again, I will keep you posted with as often as I can with updates on how I'm doing training wise and different events that I'll be hosting and fundraising wise for this Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I look forward to hearing from you.